I want to talk about perfection and the fear of not producing things or doing things or achieving things because you're so fearful of things not being perfect, because it's something that stops me from doing a lot in life. Even these types of videos, like I've wanted to be a creator, influencer, someone that makes videos for over 10 years. And I have no fear of speaking on camera. I enjoy it. And I enjoy interacting with people on here and seeing people's responses to my thoughts. And the fear was just the concept of perfection. That it wouldn't be perfect, that there would be some part of the video that wasn't good enough, and that I didn't know how to edit. And so I couldn't make a video because I didn't know how to edit. And then I'd have to learn how to edit, and then I'd have to learn how to do marketing of my social media page the right way, and so many thoughts in my head of just being obsessed with perfection and having this weird fear that whatever I put out is not good enough and it needs to always be perfect. And I was literally just taking a shower right now and I saw the sun going down, and I was like, I need to make a video right now, and I don't care if it's perfect. I don't care anything. I just know that I need to get things out more, because it's something I've always wanted to do, is make videos like this where I could just share long form thoughts with people. And they say to create things that you consume, right? And something that I consume a lot is these types of video essays. There's a big white fluffy dog sitting right here next to me, and there's all these birds and wildlife and stuff flying by. Every 5 seconds he's darting around looking all over the place. I just had to make this video that as some kind of start to my journey of making videos, and that it doesn't need to be perfect. Life doesn't need to be perfect. The clothes you put on, the words you say, the videos you produce, the work you do, the people you talk, nothing has to be perfect, man. You just have to do it. You just have to put it out and just get rid of all these fears, man, because they're so meaningless. I was just so obsessive over every single detail. I never got to produce anything. There's a bird like fighting another bird over there. And for 10 years, man, 10 years, I've wanted to make videos like this. And even my TikTok, it's like doing okay. There's like a decent little community on there. I got so obsessive over my talking videos not being good enough that I switched to making text videos. And I got obsessive in my head about perfection, and I thought, oh, people, the videos that I was producing where I was talking weren't getting as much traction and views as the ones where I put text, so I changed everything to text. And it's like, dude, if I just kept producing videos that have talking videos, like one would have caught on. I just had to keep producing. I'm doing some stuff now, like I'm like working on using AI to make apps and things like that, and I'm just realizing that I need to get rid of this idea of perfection and just put stuff out, because I have so much to share. And it's like if I get hit by a bus or something tomorrow, like I'm gonna be pissed, because there's so much stuff in my head that I know someone needs to hear out there. So this is my first video of me being like, you know what, screw it. I'm making a video. I don't care if it gets 1 like, 0 likes, 0 views, whatever. This is for myself, man. And if you're like me and you're obsessed with this idea of perfection, that I'm not good enough to make videos, or I don't know how to edit, or I don't know how to do this or that, or when I made a video one time it only got 10 views, and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, who cares, man? If I got hit by a bus tomorrow, man, I'd be so pissed. I know I have so much information, man. I've wanted to do this for 10 years, and instead of doing it, I sat around and thought about all the ways that it could fail. How unhealthy is that, man? Thinking about how wrong things can go instead of just making it, you know? Even right now, I'm like looking at the screen and I'm like, dang, it's like getting kind of dark. Like maybe they won't be able to see the video that well. And it's like, who freaking cares, man? Turn up the brightness or something. Who cares? And I'm sure if you're watching this, you have something cool to share. And we need to hear it. That's how God created human beings. Everyone has some unique gift that they're destined to share with other people. But they have to share it. They have to produce something. They have to create. That's the point of human, is to create, right? When I was addicted to Xanax when I was in college, I used to get on photo booth and like take pictures of myself, like smoking weed, with all the effects, like the birds around your head and the hearts and stuff. I used to sit there like, whoa, and just fucking chiefing bloods, just so faded on Xanax. And every time I look at photo booth, it just reminds me of that. I don't know. I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes soon. It's just, I'm gonna make a whole other video on cigarettes. I think there's some component of loneliness in cigarettes, and they're kind of interrelated. Wanna see? Even then, it's like this idea of perfection. If I have to make another video to talk about it, the video is this: is that they call it American spirit for a reason, man. Because when you smoke and when you consume tobacco, there's some kind of spirit within it, and it keeps you company. And at the times when I've been down the most of my life and the most alone and the most afraid, and I've turned to tobacco to keep me company. It is my friend. And although it hurts my body to smoke, and it obviously has negative effects on my health that I really am noticing for sure, it just, it's like having a friend there or something, you know? And it keeps me, I don't know, kind of not as depressed or something. I don't know. Or maybe it makes me more depressed. I don't know. Someone commented on one of my TikTok videos. I made a video about space not being real. And they're like, what do you mean space is not real? So like we're just on this planet by ourselves and we don't know it. And we're just, you know, the planets don't exist or the moon doesn't exist or all that. And I was like, dude, we don't know. All this stuff in the sky, who knows what it is, man? This stuff could be... The full moon was a few nights ago, and I was outside like at 3 in the morning or whatever looking at the moon. And it's like, what if the moon is just a hole, you know? And there's just like light coming through it, and we just see weird refractions of light from some kind of like lens or filter, and we call it the moon, you know? And people are so quick to just assume things, you know, like we're told. NASA said that the moon is this, and the planets are this, and the Milky Way is this. Ha, dude, what? Show me someone that's been. That Neil Armstrong, dude. You remember that? Neil Armstrong, like in 2020 when everyone was locked down? This dude made a Twitter post that got taken down in like a minute. And it was like a picture of Antarctica with a pyramid over it, like a triangle. And it said, don't believe any of their lies, like none of it is real. And that's the dude that went to the moon. And it's like, what? Yeah, dude, the moon. You ever played, like the old GTA? I don't know if it was, San Andreas or something, but you could shoot the moon with a sniper rifle and it would change sizes. I always wanted to do that in real life. See what happens if I shoot the moon with a sniper rifle. What if it's a lens? What if it's glass and it breaks and everyone's just showered with glass? Anyways, cigarettes coming to an end here, but I just had to make this video on the fly because I'm too obsessed with perfection, and I need to just start making content. And there's people that want to hear what I have to say. I know it because they tell me, and yeah, man, see where it goes. Who cares what the results are and what people say and the view count and all this stuff, man. I did it. I came on here and I made a video. Cheers. Alright, wrapping it up. Tune back in next time. We'll talk about something else.